Well, I thought I'd do a review for my Tasco 6 to 24 times zoom by 50 scope. It's a telescopic sight. I bought it for my air rifle, but it can be fitted on really any sort of gun that uses a Weaver or Picatinny rail. It also has an illuminated reticle, and it was quite cheap. It was, I think I got on eBay for about £20, £25. And basically I was looking for just a cheap scope to buy. So for size comparison, there it is next to an L1A1. You can see it's quite a big scope. Right, if I move that out of the way now. Right, so basically you can do 6 to 24 times zoom on it, and the scope width is 50, so it's quite a nice wide scope, but I prefer them to be a little bit thinner than that, to be honest. And at the front it has a focal adjust depending on range, so you can use that almost like a primitive range finder as well, which is quite useful. And it also means you can sort of get the scope focused well on any sort of real distance, where a problem with some of the other scopes I've used is they almost have preset focuses for certain distances or certain zoom magnifications, so it can be quite hard to say zoom far in on something close up and get a clear picture. Okay, it's got an illuminated reticle, which I'll show you. Basically you turn this and you can either have it green or red, and the more you turn it, the stronger the brightness becomes on each setting. I generally don't need it on though, but it's a nice feature to have. You can zero it, but I found that it doesn't really zero well for anything under 30 yards, so it's not all that brilliant for backguarded and shooting with an air rifle. But obviously at longer distances it works quite well. It still works, but you just have to aim much lower than what you're shooting at, even with it zeroed sort of at the closest range possible. Yeah, for the price it seems to be a very good scope. I mean, how durable it is I don't know. If you actually attached it to a big calibre rifle and tried shooting it, it might damage the scope or the optics, but seems quite good for just using on air guns or sort of say 117 HMR or 22 rifles. Well, I hope that's interesting, and yeah, I would recommend getting one of these scopes if you were thinking about it. It's quite good.